Hello.
Hello, I am finally back for at least 2 weeks, and then I might be gone for a week again. My coaching schedule has decided to bully me by putting all of the gymnastics meets on Sundays.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the first thing I heard when I entered was "Oh no," and I feel like that was. I know it wasn't, but like a part of me was like, "Was that aimed at me?" Honestly, I get it. I too despair whenever I enter a room.
No, not despair at you. Not
Despite
as
my
many
work schedule.
gymnastic meets.
Yeah, my work schedule bullying me by putting all of the gymnastics meets on Sundays. So, which is why I've been
No.
missing. Which is why I was gone last week, and the week before I was at a gymnastics conference. So it'll clear up in like November, December. It's just September and October is when we have the most meet.
See, if I ever went and tried to do gymnastics, I would end up as like one of those PSAs about how to avoid getting injured. They'd be like, "Don't do this," and they'll point to everything that I do.
Well, see, yeah, I mean, if the other day I was doing some actual gymnastics because I was training for a fundraiser we had, and my body was sore for the next week. I'm like, oh, this was a mistake. Yeah.
I mean, back when I used to do martial arts regularly, it was just kind of a running joke that like every other session I'd have some kind of new injury that I received from it. Um, I mean, it was never anything serious. It is usually just like, sprained wrists, sprained ankles, although I guess like the dislocated shoulder was the worst one.
Yeah, that's decently serious.
But I never got a concussion. The other person did, and it was his own fault. So at least I've got that going for me.
Such a high bar.
I know, right? When the low bar is concussion, I think I'm doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, concussions aside, um, how's everybody's week going?
Long.
Uh,
It's good.
Yeah, same. Not too bad.
Half of us dying, half of us
very
not.
varied responses then.
So, on a scale, it seems to be dying to is going well. So I feel like we have a broad range of experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to a castle tomorrow on a work retreat.
Oh, I love castles.
That's
Which castle
cool.
are you going to?
It's
Yeah, I
not
think it's
fair that I don't.
a
America
castle
doesn't
that
have
is like
castles.
what?
It's not fair. America doesn't have castles. I want to go to a castle for work.
Yeah,
You've got
we're gonna.
Hearst Castle. It was built by an asshole.
See, if a castle, I don't see a castle as a castle unless it is like minimum 500 years old, like at a minimum,
Okay, I
and
That's
gotta check
very
mine.
it
fair.
has to be built of like proper like old like stone, not bricks. Like it's got to be proper stone that has been like cemented in. Like if it doesn't have that, then it's not a castle.
All right, Kaz, it's one of my goals to build a castle, but you know what? I'm going to build it my way, which is it's going to be tensioned stone block and it is going to be completely engineered and reinforced to withstand anything. I want to build a castle up to modern day engineering standards.
That's not a castle. That is a fort.
I was
But
gonna
I
say,
I
I'm pretty sure
do
that's
you,
your
and I truly hope
doomsday
you succeed in building your
fort.
fort.
Let's see. Post a picture of the castle in the chat. Like we're gonna stay at the castle the whole time. Not sleep there though, but
See, that's like a modern castle, not a medieval castle.
is that a modern castle?
I mean, I see it as more of a modern castle because of like it's not like grey stone, massive stone blocks that you can kind of see the brick in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
no,
I see it as
yeah,
modern. Like if it's made of brick, it's modern, but like it's still at least it still has a castle shape.
yeah. It was built in the 1100s.
Really?
Yeah,
That looks way too new. That looks way too new for it to be like an 1100s castle, you know?
do you remember
Well,
the old the lion that the
Oh,
taxidermic didn't know
Yeah.
how? Yeah, that is in a similar castle. I think it's like also like 1,000 years old, and it's all like not stone but brick.
I think I'm just used to Welsh castles too much, where literally everything is made of like proper quarried stone. Like,
Maybe you have better stones, like for real, not a joke.
I mean, probably.
Do you know
I
what I
think
mean? Like
Yeah, I mean,
maybe the
the entirety of like England and Wales is like on like proper bedrock, so of course all of our castles are just like made to last, you know? The only castles that haven't survived are the ones that were physically attacked by siege engines and catapults, and were physically destroyed. But, like the castles that weren't attacked, they're still standing.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, some of the oldest castles in the world are actually made out of bricks, but it's very dependent on what resources you have around. Um, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I had to study this. But basically, when you're building a structure that large, you're limited to stuff that's within about a day or two's travel.
True.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you're in Wales and you have bedrock everywhere, you can make those types of castles. But
Yeah,
you're
in
somewhere
Wales,
else and all you have is stuff to make bricks, that's what you're going to build it out of.
you can't go 50 miles without coming across another quarry. So
That makes sense.
Elias, have you ever seen pictures of Bishop's Castle in Colorado?
Oh, Bishop's Castle. That sounds familiar. Let me look real quick.
It would give you an aneurysm. I've visited it like 3 times. It's so fun.
What
Oh, okay.
is that? What you had in mind, Elias?
No. Um,
What is that?
It is one guy's solo adventure to try and build his castle, and he's still there making it. And to his defense, it hasn't fallen apart. It's like a weird doomsday prepper, though. I met him.
Doomsday
this
preppers, like they used to be on their own, like trying to be kind of secretive. But I don't think this is.
Oh, they're
that
not
big.
secretive.
No,
They let everyone know.
Jesus, what a structure.
It's pretty wild. He like has built one piece at a time, and there's signs all over the place, like anti-government signs. It's pretty funny.
okay,
But he lets
so
you come to it for free, so
this was made by an iron worker, which makes sense looking at the thing.
this is what I think of when I say castle. This is proper like British
Yeah.
castles.
Yeah, I've toured a few of those when I was over there.
That particular one is only like an hour drive away from me.
Okay.
There are about 20 castles within about an hour drive from me. Actually, there's a castle in the main town where I live, like, and the main town is like 10 minutes away from me, and there's just a castle in the center of the town. Welcome to Wales.
Yeah, but that's a cool
600
castle.
castles.
every now and then I'm reminded that my country isn't that old.
The country is
Yeah.
the current dominant culture is not.
Yeah, but we don't have much remaining from the cultures before that.
Where
Like
are
we're
you
not
from?
allowed to just go and tour Mesa Verde and like get all up in those ruins.
Ray, where are you from?
Probably fairly, but
Are you from the US?
yeah, I live in Colorado,
Okay.
so west of the Mississippi especially, not a lot of infrastructure remaining.
Yeah. I'm from Alaska, and up there there's like some old stuff in the villages, but anything big has been built in like specifically the last 60 years.
Yeah,
So it's so different when I go to Europe and I'm touring these these countries and these cities that are thousands of years old.
I had a little bit of a freak out when I first went just to the East Coast. I was like, oh my God, this cemetery is older than my state. Then you go to Europe and it's nothing.
Yeah, I always find it's funny whenever you look at facts that, like, do you know how old Oxford University actually is?
Like old, right?
Like 1600?
Oh my God.
Like not from 1600, like 1600 years old.
Yeah, the
More.
Oxford University was found in 1096.
I was thinking like maybe 300 years old.
Nope, it's
Wrong.
not quite 1,000 years old, but it's only about it's only about 100 years off being 1,000 years old, which is insane.
That's nuts.
Actually, we're in 2020 something now, so I guess it's closer. Yeah, no, it's like 970 years old, give or take. But yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I've been to places where it's like the whole town is like 25 years old. That's the kind of stuff I grew up around.
Yeah, like from the US, if a house is 100 years old, it's considered really old.
It is
Like,
falling
wow, such an
apart.
old house. Like the house I live in, and also the house I grew up in, were both 100-year-old homes. And people are like, wow, so old. At least in the region I'm in, because Minnesota is not that. It's one of the younger states. Well, like 38? I forget.
Sweden, it's mostly the big buildings that are like how we know how old they are. Regular buildings like houses are all the old ones are all one from 1909 because that's when we started counting. So
Fair
like they
enough.
said they said a date like this is the oldest a house can be, like in the 40s or something, and 1909 was the year. So when a house is 1909, like built in 1909, you know it's older than that because that was the registry date, like for every old house. It didn't go more backwards than that.
What's interesting is that, like, in a lot of the bigger buildings in the UK, it'll be like, oh, this I mean, my university, for example, like, it recently passed like 100 years old, but that's specifically the university itself when it was founded. The building and the grounds, and uh 'cause there are old watchtowers and uh old abbeys that the university was built around, and the watchtowers and the abbeys themselves are again like built several hundred years ago. So it's like, and you find that with a lot of kind of the larger buildings, that like what is commonly used now and what is commonly known now isn't that old. Or I say not that old, being 100 years old, but like the foundations that it was built around, or the place that it was built in, is really like much older,
He just redid the building.
or found new use for it, because like we don't really use abbeys anymore, and like we don't really have need for watchtowers anymore, but it's still a really nice location, and like uh so why not build around it and then kind of modernize the insides of the abbeys and stables. Like from my old university, for example, like we now have our graduation ceremonies in the old abbey because like it's really nice open space, and what used to be old stables for it are now offices, but like you can still see like the clear shape of like the stable buildings. Like it's a very distinctive shape, and you just walk through these stables offices as you go to your lectures.
My high school actually used to be an old estate, kind of like that, and the art room. My dad was the art teacher, and the art room was the old stable. It was very fun, but it
Man,
was
you had
probably
a
built in
nicer
like
high school.
it was a private high school. I got in because I was a teacher's kid.
My high school was a public high school, and it used to be a prison.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Don't let me be the representation of American education.
That's how American education works. When the prisons are too outdated for the prisoners, then they make them into schools.
Different kind of prisons.
But after an earthquake, they had to tear that down and they rebuilt it.
See, you got a new school.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys as you're approaching the outside of the city of Dornick, kind of what it looks like.
Mhm.
It is a large castle city that is built on top of a plateau.
We predicted it
Built.
by speaking about castles.
Look at that moat, aka cliff.
It was originally built to repel dragon assaults, and while the main weaponry has been removed, much of the fortifications that it was built for remain. When it was originally built, there were many magical towers that extended from the city where they would bombard approaching dragons. This goes back to the history of about 500 years ago, when, following the fall of the Empire, there was a group of rogue dragon riders that persisted as marauders for around 600 years before they were eventually wiped out by a group of adventurers. But Dornick was the gate to Mara, and it was from there that Mara was mostly defended from these dragon riders. And as you find yourselves in the outside of Dornick, approaching the city, what do you want to do in Dornick? Will you seek out adventure here? Will you push beyond to the city of Falkirk, where several of you have business?
Was it here that the stories of the Lich were? Or like the undead?
That is further north in Gordon's Fall.
We are looking for the bone of a lich, right?
I mean, it's good that we've got like one. Well, I've got one of the ingredients, but like I do still need a lich bone. Yes, I do have a dragon's fang. Though. Still don't know how I'm gonna get angel tits.
But we are only looking for
Beat
one of
up an
those, right?
angel.
I know. She kind of changed her mind and said, "Oh, you only need to get the lich bone," but I still feel bad, and I still feel like I should get all of them just to be on the safe side.
Oh yeah. Was I in on that deal? I don't remember.
I think you were only on the deal to get the lich bone, so as soon as you've got the lich bone, as far as I'm concerned, you're then free, and then it's just on me to kind of get myself out of the mess.
Yeah.
What was this deal for?
Oh, yeah, you weren't there.
No, not at all.
I'm also.
I'm thinking of
Oh
project
God,
food this
what
whole
is that
time.
life in a way?
we
So,
we found a seller in the street that was selling some nice things, but we didn't have the money, so we
well,
tried
I
to go
decided,
the
yeah, let's use the ring of liquidation, get some money, get the money we need for it.
at
Couldn't
first we
get what we
tried
needed.
to dance for money, right?
Yeah.
Dance and steal.
Yeah, couldn't get what we needed from stealing, like it wasn't nearly enough. So then we snuck into the wizard's tower because wizards always have like really expensive magical shit, right? And
They have so
like
much of
I went
that.
up to the top of the building, and sure enough, there were some really cool looking magical artifacts and items, and there was this wand that was like covered in like diamonds and gemstones, and like I figured it could be worth something, right? So I put it through the ring of liquidation, and all of a sudden, gold would not stop coming out of the ring. I just it would not stop flowing. It was like a waterfall, just endless cascades of gold, and like I suddenly I couldn't move. I was like trapped. There was just so much gold surrounding me, trapping me in. Like, it was so heavy. You do not know how heavy gold is until you physically are restrained by gold. And then the wizard appeared and said that I destroyed a wand of wish.
Oh God!
Fuck.
Kaz, why?
So now I've got to get the ingredients to remake the wand, and I've also got
Okay.
another wizard constantly watching my every move.
Yeah, she's got another wizard seeing everything she sees, feels
Kaz,
everything
Cool.
she feels.
Kaz,
And you already
why?
you already have one of those wizards.
Yeah, but one of them at least employs me, and like I kind of get something out of that deal. This deal is just like I screwed up and have to rectify it. Though maybe it might turn into another employment opportunity once I have rectified my mistake, when she sees how useful I am.
True.
We'll make
You
sure
will buy the
that
things?
we'll make sure you just get sorted. We can't have you
Yeah, she
be-
was also surprised that she wasn't the first wizard I'd kind of done this to.
Oh my god.
And we didn't we did only get one of the two things we was trying to buy. The thing that was really expensive, the Cass wanted to buy, was sold to another person before we got there.
So it
Wow.
was useless.
That's tragic.
But like
Yeah, my soul died a
the
little.
funny
I
scene of
was.
Cass coming into a tower, seeing I like it was a ring, a wand, and something else, and like without a thought, she just pushes through the ring of liquidation. Like it was no hesitation.
Yeah. Elias was quiet for a minute when I said I'll put the wand through the ring of liquidation. He was quiet for a full minute. It was just silence.
And then he had to roll for the value, so we got to see a lot of dice.
It was nearly 40,000 gold.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Like, I was
God.
crying and dying simultaneously.
Who
But we
has
took-
Ray gotten herself in with?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
an
no,
idiot.
this is we are a group of kind of disasters that somehow just manage to scrape by every time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Excellent.
not dead yet.
Exactly. Now, did me and Kaz very nearly die if it weren't for intervention from an NPC. Yes, we almost drowned.
Sometimes it be like that though.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, it was just the two of us, and we
Yes,
didn't even have like one of our NPC companions helping. So it was like at the very end, just before we died, the NPC who hired us was like, "Those idiots were quite idiotic, weren't they?"
They did 95% of the work. I guess I'll come
we
and finish
yeah we
it.
were so close. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I mean, don't get me wrong. Our characters are very smart, but our characters are also very dumb.
Yes,
yes.
that's a good way to put it. Like I was thinking, like during this break between the last sessions and this, like what do Wilfred get out of this? And it's just like companions. He feels like I think it's like a fatherly feeling because it's so much older.
You've just
Kinda-
adopted a bunch of disasters.
Yeah, but he just wants to see like that they're gonna make it. He just wants to help. So even if it's doing like rob a bank, steal from a university, and yeah, the whole ring of liquidation fiasco last time, he just wants to
So
see. He just wants.
So far, you've only listed things Kaz has just got fucked up.
Yeah, you were a whirlwind for this group, definitely.
Yeah,
pushed
you know
limits.
that meme. You know that meme was like, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. That doesn't go for Kaz because Kaz is like, in my defense, I exist. In my defense, you guys listen to me. Like,
Yeah, but always
we all enable Kaz. We're like, yeah,
Exactly.
let's go steal.
stop enabling me.
No,
It's like a
100%
a
last
long.
session, I was just like, what are we doing? I'll follow you anywhere. I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening.
it's really fun because Kaz was like a later join to the party, so you would think like, oh no, Kaz has a phone. No, we're just immediately, yeah, we'll help you, Kaz. Oh, you want to
Yeah.
steal? We'll help.
And it can be
Can I-
like a long, dark corridor with a dark rumbling noise at the end, and Cass just runs in. So we just have to follow.
See, Kaz
Mhm.
is just like that adorable little puppy that you're immediately endeared to, but because you're so endeared to it, you just can't help but like be blind to their endless, numerous faults.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just choose to look the other way.
Yeah.
Well, we
Pretty
fully helped steal. And we have every time helped, pretty much helped Kaz commit theft.
It's because how can you say no to that little face? They're just so cute.
That's too cute.
They're just gonna look up and their ears tilt and their tail wags and you're just like, oh, how can I say no?
I got a
Mhm.
rubber pump.
Well, last time, you guys got up to some adventures as well. You found out there were some dragon slayers in town, and you killed them.
Yay.
Sure did.
And that's how I got the dragon fangs, because the dragon gave me some fangs in payment for helping it.
So you got multiple.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're friends with dragons?
With this
Well-
one dragon, at least.
This one dragon was grateful to us for helping it, but like it's very young and proud and kind of like I don't think it would be the first to call friends.
Cool.
Yeah, reliability is shaky.
Yeah.
But do we have any business in Dornoch? You still have a lot of gold, Cass, right?
I mean I spent a lot of it on a cloak of displacement.
Yeah, you did. That's true.
I do still have over 400 gold, which is insane for Kaz. Kaz is used to having nothing.
Yeah, I have 2K.
Yeah, the temptation for Kaz to just go into a bakery and be like, "Hi, I'd like everything, please."
One of
That-
everything.
Not one
I
of
mean, we
everything.
pretty much did that.
Ray supports that.
Way long ago. We bought a bunch of pastries, and that barely cost anything. You could own the bakery.
Yeah.
For a
You
day.
could have a line of
So-
bakeries.
Yeah, so I'll go into a bakery and not just one of everything, but I'll buy out their entire stock. And I will
Ask
eat
to
it
speak
all
to the
in one
owner.
sitting.
You want to do that in
Yeah.
Dornoch?
Sure.
I have way too much money. Let's go buy a lot of pastries.
Let's go buy out every single bakery we can find.
We're gonna have a taste contest. Which bakery has the best?
Yeah.
Trick
We're gonna
question,
be attacked when
bakery
we're in a
can
carb coma, you guys.
All right. As you walk up the steps of Dornick, your wagon clattering, rolling up. As you enter the city, you are met with the sight and sounds of a busy, industrious city. Here, most of what people do is along the lines of scribe work and a great deal of record keeping. You can't see it from above, but the city has many deep catacombs filled with tomes. It is one of the largest libraries in Droidic, and the city is home to many, many scribes who devote their entire lives to recording all of the information of magic.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Now, as you roll down the streets in your wagon, you're looking for bakeries, correct?
Patisserie would work too.
Although if this is where magic is recorded, it would be great if I could roll spells I could acquire totally legitimately.
As you roll down the road, the first bakery that you find is Wilhelm's Bakery. It has a great deal of pastries that you can see through the windows and seems to be particularly specialized in braided breads and pastries. They don't have much of the fruity variety, mostly creams and sugary treats. And you can see one of their foremost items is a braided sweetbread that is then deep fried in oil. After it is fried, it is then glazed and coated with a sweet cream frosting.
You're making me
I'll
so
try this
hungry.
one.
I haven't had dinner yet.
Wanna taste this one?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go in.
As you step inside, you are greeted by sugary sweets and a variety of spices. The smell of frying bread, and in the back, you can hear the sound of oil spattering as they fry more pastries. Every single one in here is fried. Now, they don't just have sweet pastries, but they have savory breads as well, which are typically include meats stuffed within, where they take their sweet bread, they stuff it with pastries, and then not pastries, they stuff it with ground meats that are then filled with spices. These ones
Raised,
are fried and then coated in a light sauce.
raised drooling a little.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some of the savory ones.
I think Kaz would just walk up to the counter and be like, "Hey, how much to buy everything?"
There's a man behind the counter. He laughs at you. What do you mean buy everything? We can get you one of everything.
I mean, sure, but I was meaning literally everything.
You want to buy the whole stock?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't do that.
Where
But
would we put it all?
if you would like a large amount of them, you can put in a catering order, and we can make as many as you like. But we can't just sell you our whole stock for the day.
Kaz would kind of do puppy dog eyes.
Tell me, how many do you want, and we can make that many?
One of everything is fine.
I'll kind of pat Kaz on the shoulder, like, it's all right. You probably won't be able to eat this entire store's worth before they went bad.
I'd be able to.
Your stomach like a bag of holding or what?
I
It is
think
when it
there'll
comes to
be more
pastries.
pastries than you. I do believe the volume of pastries would exceed yourself.
I mean, I've never tried it before, so how do you know what would happen?
I'm just
I mean,
purely but this way we can go and get lots of pastries from lots of different places.
Okay. One
Yeah.
of everything from every single bakery on the street.
Yes.
Yes. So how much for one of each?
So there are 12 different sweet pastries of various flavors and 6 different savory pastries of different meats and spices for a total of 18. Now, each one
total
is going
18.
to be 5 copper, so it is going to be 9 silver or 1 gold, and you'll get 1 silver and change.
Okay.
Kaz
Then we get
happily
one
hands
of each.
over 1 gold.
What did you say, Cass?
Yeah, I hand over 1 gold.
Now, he quickly gathers up the whole sample variety and puts it all together in a rather nice paper box. He hands it to you along with your 1 silver, and as you look at these, each of them are about the size of your face, Cass. And one of these pastries is typically intended to be an entire meal, as it is about an entire loaf of bread's worth of pastry.
Kaz can manage that.
I'm gonna break like the old man I am, I'm gonna break a little piece of this sweet one and say it's too sweet, and then take like a half of the savory ones.
I was gonna say we could always cut them up into 4 so everyone can try a piece of every one.
No, I'm good with the
Yeah.
sweet ones. You can split them in 3. That's too much for me. Ugh.
I feel like any bits of the sweet, like Kaz will like cut all of them up into 4, but any of the sweet ones you don't eat, Kaz will just eat instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I think
you
Ray
get like
just
a half.
Ray just takes one of the sweet ones and it's like bigger than her whole face and just starts holding it and eating it and walking. She takes the tiniest little bite. It's gonna take her forever.
So this is what it's like to have money.
Very nice. Next bakery?
Yeah.
How many do you eat before we get to the next bakery?
I
I'm
honestly probably managed to eat about 5 before we moved to the next bakery.
I'm like not even a quarter of the way through mine.
Yeah, my quarter of like a savory one is like enough for me.
Yeah, I've mainly probably samples like one, like of the quarter of one or 2 of them. But yeah, and not going as ham as Cass.
Yeah, because like you know those super skinny people who just like eat like an entire food truck's worth of food and then just stay
Yes.
skinny. That's essentially Kaz.
Yeah, I'm glancing over at you, Cass. I'm like saying quietly to myself, like, it's spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How does she do?
So the next bakery that you find is called Ramona's, and they have very light and flaky pastries that are made with many, many layers of very thin dough. These are then baked and they rise into grand puffs, which are then decorated with sugar, spices, and a variety of glazes. Now, they only have the one type of pastry, which is the large flaky pastry. They make it in big sheets and then cut it into squares. And then the real variety in here comes from the glazes, where they have all manners of fruits that they have as preserves that they make into their many sugary glazes, which are then poured over the top of the pastries. When you bite into, you can feel as 100 layers of delicately baked pastry crunches, and you feel the crackling throughout your entire mouth as you are just taken away by the sweet glaze.
How many types of glazes? Because you know that's how many pastries we're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Right now they have 12.
We're getting 12 pastries then.
They are a variety of fruit and spiced glazes.
Okay, I go up to up to the counter and asks for one of each, please.
A rather tall woman smiles at you and then gathers them into their own little boxes, and handing you a stack of 12 of these little boxes, says, "All right, that'll be 6 silver, please."
I hand her 1 gold.
You get 4 silver in return.
Okay, and then I go out to you guys in the street and I give like each each person can take 1 box, and then I give the rest to Cass.
You also
Just
know
over
that
here
Kaz
double
will
fisting
request at
pastries.
least a bite of each of them so they can taste like at least a bite of each of the flavors.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue down the road, you find yet another bakery. This one is simply named Waddles, and it has the image of a very fat goose.
I feel like the goose, guys. I'm stuffed.
I think I could still eat another bakery or 2.
Manny,
As you
Ray,
step inside, the Waddles Bakery has many, many rows of what looks like little fluffy pastries made of whipped uh, whipped cream and eggs together into stiff little peaks. These are then sugared and baked. These delicate whites peaks are then placed atop rounds of marshmallows. These little marshmallow rounds then are baked yet again as you see that they collapse and gush out the sides where they sit on top of a ginger cracker. They only sell the one type of pastry in this bakery. However, to go along with them, you see a few different drinks that they offer. One being a stout beer, another a sweet wine, and the last a delicate berry cordial.
You guys want to get drunk?
I don't know if Kaz has ever gotten drunk. I feel
Oh,
like they'd be
God.
a lightweight.
Probably they are pretty small. There's not a whole lot of body mass there.
And they have just consumed a shit ton of sugar.
Ray gets one of the cordials.
Yeah, I think that's what Manny would go for as well.
Yeah.
All right, the cordials are 1 silver apiece, and the pastries are 6 gold each.
6 gold each.
Not 6 gold,
Oh.
6 silver.
I was gonna say 6 gold. These are
Sorry.
very
So expensive
Or,
pastries.
no, not silver. They're 6 copper each. So you get, for 6 silver, you get 10 pastries.
Might as well do that. Get a suite of pastries with a suite of drinks.
Mm-hmm.
As you bite into these ones, they are crunchy and chewy. The stiff peaks on the top crunch wonderfully, and the cracker, when you bite through it, has a wonderful snap. And in between them is the soft and gooey marshmallow, which squishes out the sides as you bite into it.
I snatch
Should I
one.
make, should I make
to
a
try one.
constitution?
Can I
Should I make a
like?
constitution to see if Kaz gets drunk?
It's just one drink.
Okay, that's fine then.
Base.
Kaz has a general rule of thumb is you get drunk after having twice as many drinks as your constitution. So Kaz constitution's modifier is 1, so Kaz would be able to have 2 or 3 drinks before feeling drunk.
God, Manny can have like 6. My God, I have a plus, so he's gone.
2 or 3 drinks and then drunk.
Got a +4 somehow.
Oh, dang.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
ultimate
So
heavyweight.
small. So
Ray
many.
is
So much
winning
alcohol.
the any drinking contest.
Ray's doing that cute little like lim 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 that cats do when they're drinking.
Aw.
Just out of a glass.
Mm-hmm.
You begin going to the next bakery. This one just has a image of loaves of bread that are then sliced. And when you slice in them, you can see each loaf is made of a thick roll where they take a large flat dough, spread spices on it, cream, then they roll them up and bake them and give you the slices. Here they have a variety of different flavors, about 7.
Well,
Each
once
has
again,
the
getting
same
one of each.
spices and different creams.
One of each.
Obviously.
These ones are a bit more expensive, costing 1 silver each.
How many were there? 7 different?
7 silver?
Yeah.
Okay, I pay 1 gold. I just want to see Cass eat more. I won't touch more. I'm a fool. Like, it's too sweet. Ugh.
Ray is desperately trying to keep up and failing.
Oh,
Got like an armful of half-eaten pastries.
I think every now and again Kaz just kind of looks over at one that like they particularly like the flavor of, but like your half is like uneaten and just kind of like look over and be like kind of.
I'm like, I'm still
can
eating
finish
it. Rotating.
Manny will pass their halves on to Kaz if Kaz wants.
that. Yeah.
As you continue down the road, you find yet another bakery. This one specializes in magically baked goods.
Ooh, do they have like magical effects? Like you eat one and then suddenly you're hiccuping bubbles.
They do have a variety of magical effects.
Yay!
Willy
It's a gotta
Wonka.
As you step inside, you are greeted by a tall woman in a very broad hat.
Hi. How many different varieties of magical good like pastries do you have?
17.
I mean,
Yeah,
Kaz will
I guess-
definitely have one of each. You guys can have whichever effect you want to try.
What different effects do they have?
Oh, we have a good variety of effects. We have levitating lemon tarts that make you float off of the ground for 20 minutes. We have giggling gingerbread cookies that cause you to laugh contagiously, and anyone who hears you will be laughing as well for an entire hour.
Okay, we won't be
have-
buying that. Poor cat.
We have memory macarons that let you relive a random childhood memory when you eat it. We have a shrinking strawberry shortcake that makes you the size of a mouse for 30 minutes. We have
What
a
happens if you eat all of
tiramisu,
them?
then you get all of the effects.
Oh God, I
Yeah,
don't.
let's do that. Let's do that. I'm doing
This
that. You
tiny,
guys don't have to,
giggling,
I'm doing that.
levitating dog.
Okay, I'm feeling like kind of responsible. Like, Cass, are you really sure about this?
Wait, what
Well-
was the tiramisu?
I will happily try 16 of the magical effects.
Yeah.
And Kaz will try all of them, but the only one they won't, like, for once, Kaz will refuse a pastry, and it will be the memory macaron. That will be the only one they don't eat. But the rest, they will eat all of them and just kind of be enjoying all the effects.
Maybe we'll try the memory macaron. They enjoyed their childhood. They're in this country kingdom of that they're from. So yeah.
So,
Ray,
Melanie,
do you want one of each too?
I want a lemon tart and a shortcake.
so you'll be the size of a mouse and floating.
I'm gonna save
Oh,
them.
a tiny floating kitten.
Oh,
Gonna wrap them up carefully and put them in my backpack.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, if you eat now,
The-
I think you're floating. We're gonna have
The
to like
owner of the
push
shop
along.
warns you. They are only good for one day.
I mean, Kaz is just
Well-
eating them all away, so they're just like floating around in the shop giggling.
Oh God, that means all of us are.
yeah, we are all kicking.
Okay, so I'm going to list off all of the effects that Kaz has right now.
Oh,
Kaz is floating 3 feet off the ground, has uncontrollable, contagious laughter that everyone who hears it will also start laughing. She is the size of a mouse, or he, I don't know. Can only speak the truth, gets instantly teleported to the last bakery, so you just get teleported back in here. Your hair is shifting through rainbow hues. You can hear what plants think. And they
Whoa!
mostly talk about the weather. All of your words come out reversed.
Which is hilarious considering I can only speak the truth.
Your voice is operatically beautiful, but you can only sing. So you are singing in reverse.
it is the truth.
You are completely invisible.
Kaz?
Well, I'm laughing, so you always know where I am.
yeah.
Every time you blink, a copy of yourself appears for a moment and then disappears.
Oh my god.
Only
Are the
while-
copies also kind of like shifting multicolored hues and giggling?
Yes.
Can we see the copies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your emotions
I'm the
control
one
the
having
weather
a trip.
for 20 feet around you.
And because I'm giggling, it's just like bright sunshine and rainbows that are just kind of like floating in the air.
You are forced to dance for the rest of the day. You see visions of your next 5 meals
Most of it is bread.
floating around you.
All pastries.
Yeah, all pastries.
The rest of the half-eaten pastries in Ray's arms.
Yeah.
Eventually, she'll hand them over.
You will randomly hiccup and skip forward 3 seconds in time. And whenever you look at another person, you know exactly what they are feeling. Now, since you had them all at once, these effects continue for 1 hour.
So we see Cass eat the first one, like she gets small, started to levitate, her hair changes color, and then she disappears. And then there's
Yeah.
gonna be
And then there's a
we
bunch
start
of
her,
her.
yeah, and we hear
Kaz's
hiccup.
start to appear and disappear.
Yeah.
There's rainbows.
I think maybe we
I
should
think
stop it, you guys.
Kaz is just floating around in the air, just like singing, "Ever day best, this is the..."
Castle, you're right.
Yes!
Maybe we should get them back to the wagon. I think this is enough pastries for them.
We convinced to go anywhere right now.
Kaz, can you take my hand? I was gonna like hold my hand up
yeah.
because I don't know where Kaz is besides the sound of laughter.
And it's where you're... Yeah, you gave the autistic kid the talk backwards challenge. I'm gonna nail it.
Yeah. Just like it's like, you know, epileptic visions, colors, and small
Yeah.
figures flying around and then it's
Yeah,
backwards talk
at
and
first you
laughter.
feel
Like,
nothing in your hand, and then you hear a hiccup, and then suddenly Kaz's paw is in your hand. they jump forward in time.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay, yep, I'm gonna grab tight to Kaz's hand because I believe since you're floating, you can't really move unless you're
No,
able
you're
to
just putting
swim
me
through
along
the
in the
air.
air.
I'm just gonna like carry you like a balloon.
With
That was my
sunshine in my face,
backbone.
blowing me as I giggle.
That was my memory backbone. Was it good to have a nice childhood memory with my
Yes,
mother
you
in the
do have a
swamp?
nice childhood memory. What do you remember?
Oh gosh, I think it's probably one of the first times that I was practicing magic with my hag mother in the swamp. Like maybe the time she taught me bone spurs or a spell or something like that.
You are drawn back in a blink to the memory of the swamp, the smells and sounds reverberating in your mind. And you remember the first time you cast that spell successfully, that feeling of joy and pride as your hag mother smiles at you, encouraging you to do it again.
Yeah, I think I can like in that memory I would kept casting just each time would look back at her, being smiling, happy to make her proud.
And because I know what you're thinking, I can see this memory too.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, Ray, what pastry do you eat?
what time of day is it?
It's about noon.
I'm gonna save them for a little bit. Maybe have a fun time tonight if nothing exciting happens later.
Oh gosh, imagine if we had to go into battle now. No one get
I mean,
into
she's like basically kind of got like she's got invisibility and
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
I'm invisible,
false
but I'm also,
image and
I don't
I mean,
think
I'm
we
invisible,
could
but I'm also giggling and shooting rainbows all over the place.
Yes,
Hey.
and I don't believe they would actually, unless they were just casting their few spells. Like, I don't think they could do the roguishness at the moment.
Nope.
I feel like
does
it'd
sort
be
of take
very
away the
hard
point
to
of the
do
roguishness.
the good stabbing that we rely on them for. But yeah, I've just tightly gripped Kaz's hand, and as we leave this bakery, we'll just kind of arm up, drag Kaz through, help pull them down to make sure they're not going to hit their head on the door.
As we like leave the shop, like, are there like people outside the shop? They're just kind of like looking over it and thinking, another one.
Yeah.
Because everyone
Happens
within
at
that
least once
range
a
starts
week.
giggling too. They're like, "Dang it!"
Oh, how much was it all, by the way?
Yeah. How much was it?
They are 1 gold each.
Okay,
So
I
Kaz
okay
paid
my
16 gold. That's fine.
You pay for them, Cass.
I paid for my 16.
I
16.
paid for my one.
Yeah, I'll pay for mine too.
Wilfred, did you get a pastry?
Nah, I'm too worried about Cass.
You didn't want the one to hear the sauce of plant.
You can save it for later. You don't have to eat it now.
My God,
Okay.
I'm on Kaz duty.
Maybe the childhood memory one. I can take
Join me, yeah. Have a nice childhood memory.
Oh, fine.
Alright,
I buy a childhood memory one too.
Yeah.
Right, and starting with
Take
Ray,
that one.
what do you remember?
I think I remember sitting under a tree with my siblings and we're being taught to like meditate, except we're all kittens and it's not going well. And just seeing how much we can get away with. They're just like throwing pebbles at each other and saying shit behind the teacher's back.
As you are reminded of the early meditations, the lessons that they were teaching you strike more than when you were a kitten. And you are reminded by the importance of calm and maintaining your composure, even as you are uncontrollably laughing as you walk down the street.
I remember the calm and composure as I look over at Kat.
Anything but.
Just the peak definition of the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Wilfred, as you eat the childhood memory, your memory macaron, what do you remember?
Like I think I remember like my parents. I never really like I don't have a memory of them like that I can think of, but the presence of them before they like left me to the temple. So like it's a sad memory, but also like a hope. I've been searching for them for a long time, but I've given up hope. But that's like a little bit just in a dim like shivering the feeling of having parents. And I know that Cass can feel like I am kind of sad, but also a bit happy for the feeling. But I know she will like understands that I don't want to talk about it.
I think Kaz kind of sensing that just kind of shoots a couple rainbows your way and giggles and hopes that you start giggling too.
Well, I think we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
Will it affect the horses when we get back to our wagon? Do horses giggle?
No, they just do the hiccuping one.
What would happen if we fed the horse a giggling pastry?
Well, horses sometimes they do sound like they're laughing.
They snort and whinny and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other shop we need to hit before we continue making our way to Falkirk? Any supplies anyone needs? I feel
mean,
like
I'd like to see if there's any magic shops with any interesting spells, but like spells can be expensive.
True. Is there? Do we see?
And
any...
I'm not stealthy enough to steal anything right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we look thinking like some magic book shop or just a shop or a scroll shop? You can find one of those.
Yeah.
Kaz, what level spells can you cast?
Currently first and second level. I'm not a high enough wizard to cast third level yet.
All right. You begin walking through a shop as you giggle and pop and explode with color. A middle-aged man with a long beard and a very neatly maintained mustache. He sits there and looks to you. Hello, are you looking for something in particular?
Oh, Kaz, you can't really communicate super well. So I'll help.
Hang on, let me think. Have you do spells you? What?
My friend here was looking for some spells. I just recently partook of the neighboring bakery.
Did your friend eat all of them?
Almost
How'd
all.
you guess?
You know,
We have a wide variety of spells. I couldn't guess what particular ones you would want.
Kaz, could you write it down if we gave you some paper, the type of spell you're looking for? I'll like get out a piece of paper and a pen, like put the paper down, hand the pen to the general area of Kaz. Might be easier to communicate this way.
true.
What do you write that you were looking for?
I think it's a good question. I'm looking through the second level spells now. I actually know quite a few second level, but I don't know many first level actually. And first level can be useful when upcast. Can I get shield?
Looking for shield?
Yeah.
I have a tome for shields. The man strokes his beard and walks over to a big stack of tomes. He opens one that has many pages within that are held with a clasp. Unclasping it, pulls it out and hands it to you to look over, and you see it is the instructions for learning to cast the shield spell. As a first level spell, you only need one sheet to learn it. That would be 50 gold.
Right. I think Kaz happily hands over the money, but like it does feel weird not stealing or like trading stolen items for magic. Like
You're only doing this because you've had 16 magic pastries.
yeah, if I was able to steal, I'd absolutely be stealing this.
Right, it will just take a bit of study of that sheet, and then you can learn the shield spell.
Yay, thank you.
That's one of the nice things about wizards, is that they learn spells pretty easy.
Yeah, but like we have to really be careful like what we have prepared and what we don't. Shield is one I might see if I can always have prepared though. God, it's useful.
The old man looks at you, stroking his beard. Is there anything else we are looking for?
Do you know any wizards by like name speaking backwards and in operatic speech? Do you know any wizards named Rose Thorn or maybe Dara?
Rose Thorn is an interesting one to bring up. Do you have business with her?
She assigned me to find some things.
I don't know her personally, but I have heard her reputation.
What is it?
She is a bit of a maverick, a loose cannonball, a fox in a henhouse. She is unpredictable at best, and a tempest of chaos at worst.
Oh, no wonder she seemed to like me.
I wasn't gonna say it.
She follows her own rules, whatever those may be, and those rules change whenever she feels like it. Most advice when encountering her is just get out of the way and don't say anything. And above all, don't try to steal anything from her.
Of course not.
Who would do that?
We would never.
We would never do that.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I think Kaz just kind of smiles to themselves and then says to Rose Thorn that they know is listening, being like, huh, no wonder I liked them.
Once it is said that she turned a wizard who went back on a deal with her, turned him into a dragon, and then got up a group of adventurers to go slay him. She unleashed him. She unleashed him over in the south near Morthy, and then chased him down herself with a band of adventurers in tow. And it wasn't till after he was slain that anyone found out that he was originally a wizard.
Speaking to Rose Thorn in their head, teach me your ways.
Man, now, do you have anything else you wish to purchase?
Thanks, no.
Well, have a wonderful day and be careful with that woman.
Just giggling as they walk out the shop.
You hear the man's composure break out into laughter as you are turning to leave. He managed to withhold from the effects of the giggling for a little while, but he couldn't keep it up.
Anyone else have anything they need to do in this city?
I'm good.
I don't think so.
Believe I am good as well. Kaz, have you accomplished with what you hoped?
I feel like as the effects slowly start to end, I think I was like, I mean, I could eat another few things, but I'll be fine.
I think I can do like the rest of my half-eaten pastries, just fully giving up.
Happily eat all of them. Kaz is an enigma because they can go for like days or even a couple of weeks without eating and then can eat, as you just noticed, like
You're
2
like
days.
a snake. You're like a snake where they will eat giant meals and then not eat forever.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of so you know how like lions in the wilds will go for like weeks without being able to hunt, like not hunting, so not having anything to eat, and then when they do hunt, they just gorge themselves until like they grow to like 3 times their size, like bellies wise. That's essentially what cats can do. I mean, the reason why is kind of a sad reason, so don't think too much about it. But like that's what cats can do.
Yeah. And as we make our way back to the kite, I'll still kind of continue to lead Kaz.
As I slowly float closer to the ground as the spells
Yeah, you're
drop.
slowly like dropping closer. So just holding your hand, kind of pulling you along.
As you come down from the various tarts and treats that you ate, the city is bustling with life, and the majority of people you see walking back and forth have ink-stained fingers and robes with spills of ink on them, as they are all scribes of one sort or another. And as you decide that you are going to leave town, the rumbling of your wagon as you are slowly rolling down the plateau away from town. Looking back, the city seems lonely almost, as if there was something more long ago that is now missing. You can't put your finger on what it is, but once there was something else. How would you like to do travel? Would you like to just go straight to Falkirk or have some stuff in between?
Can we see the map?
You have about a week's worth of travel between the two.
I don't know if we know any places like to go or have any mission somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is the undead. That's all the way up in Gordon's Fall, did you say? And that's past where we need to go, so why would we go there first?
Yeah, that's where the lich is, right?
Yeah, so why would we go there first when it's way past our destination?
The Falkirk then?
Yeah, seems good for me.
Ray's just here for the ride.
Wait,
I got
weren't we supposed to meet up with the Spruce in Dornook?
No, Falkirk is where. Oh, did we have anyone we have to meet up in Dornick? I didn't think so. I thought we just had to. Let me check. No, Man.
Yeah.
But want to make sure Falkirk falls next. Ruler in Dornick. Contact in Dornick, the spruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to go back.
Shut up!
Totally forgot.
We have to go back to Dornick. We have to find the spruce.
And I turn
We found the
Forest Rider and Starlight are like, oh, I can hear them sigh when we turn around.
We'll give them lots of oats. Is it oats and apples that these little guys like?
Yeah,
Yes,
chestnuts,
oats
oats.
and apples.
Okay,
Okay,
we go
so
back
we go
to
back
Dornook.
and we find the spruce. We need to get supplies. Oh, there was supplies we could have gotten from the crossroads. Okay, so yes, we find the spruce. However that works.
Was the spruce the one who would tell you like the details and give you the materials you needed to do the
Yes.
thing on Volca?
Yeah.
So as you turn back away from the city, realizing what that lonely missing feeling was, you head back to go find the spruce. Rolling back up into Dornick. Gonna have to ask around a little bit.
Do I see any looking
Who's
around?
this
Do I see any like
Bruce?
symbols or anything that would let me know? Oh, yep, that's someone in the know. Do I see any of the symbols or anything of the group?
As you are walking through the town, you see the marking of the anarchists on the door of a bar.
Okay, so kind of nod to Wilfred to the bar and see if he'll join me as we head in and ask for information.
Yeah.
As you
They
step
can
inside,
probably
the
guess
air
they
is heady.
Guys, who are we looking for?
secret stuff. You might need to wait out here with Kaz.
Yeah, I think Kaz will just look after the cart. But can I send my familiar in to just kind of and
Yes,
Yeah,
you
well,
can.
it's the small snake, right? Flying one.
yeah, the small little flying snake.
Yeah. Yeah, he can hide like in a pocket of my coat.
Oh, thank you, Grandpa Wilfred.
Sorry, my dog has found something that determined is her enemy, so she's going bonkers at the moment.
Met his mortal enemy.
Much as her mortal enemy, including mail trucks, school buses, children. I
All
will
fair.
send a dog. I'll send a dog tag to pet.
As you step
Yeah.
inside the bar, you are met with the heady smell of tobacco smoke. Sweet and sickly, it drifts throughout the room in clouds, and you see people smoking from a variety of pipes. And there's a tall, wiry man behind the bar, his fingers long and curled with swollen knuckles, and his fingernails are chipped and cracked, stained with ink, and his hands move with a slow, calculated precision. As he turns to look up to you, he gestures towards you with a pen and says, "What can we get for you?"
We're looking for a contact here in the city. Do you know anyone who goes by the name Spruce?
Now, are you looking for the spruce or the birch?
I believe the contact we're supposed to meet here is we were given this instruction by the birch to, I believe, meet the spruce here.
Yeah.
The man picks up his pen, tapping on a paper with it, then begins drawing large looping text. And he sets the pen down, and you watch as it picks up by itself and writes a response. Looking to you two, he says, "Do you have proof?" And he gestures for you to hold out your hands.
I will, and then also I believe the code phrase is "We all work in freedom's name." We've got our passphrase.
Yeah, catch me.
So yeah, I'll hold up my hand.
Yeah.
Say, "We all work in freedom's name."
Work in freedom's name.
He nods to you. "It seems your contact is deep in the catacombs, doing research.
How do we find him?
You will have to do a bit of searching. He writes back, forth, lets the pen respond. He is in the history of Falkirk. One of the many keepers of the tomes can guide you there.
Where can we find the keeper of the tomes?
They have many entrances. There are all of these large stone buildings, and on the exterior they are marked with books. The buildings are marked with the carvings of bookshelves and books out of stone, quite unmistakable.
Seems simple enough.
So he was in the history of Falkirk section.
Yes, the history of Falkirk.
Thank you. Yeah, Manny, shall we go?
Yeah, believe so. Hopefully, her friends will be okay. That we'll be delayed a bit.
Let's just give like a gold to Cass and she can go find pastries.
Do we really think more pastries is good?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm unsure if Kaz or Ray will be able to join us on this if they have not made the pledge.
Yeah, but they'll find something.
I'm sure.
We'll find something to do.
We're like dancing in a fountain right now or something.
We can absolutely dance in a fountain, and I'll put a hat out to see if anyone wants to throw us money.
Excellent.
I think
I have
me and Wilfred walk out. See this? Yeah, they're fine.
but I have a little pit in my stomach, like, oh, they might get into something. I have a feeling.
What trouble could a fox and a cat get into?
A lot.
I know that you're just working me with that sentence. I know that you're just saying like, what could we even do? But I know that there's things you can get into. Like, I know, and I want to watch over you, but I can't because I have to do this.
Look,
I love how my reputation has become.
cats have 9 lives.
Yeah, see? We'll be fine. Ray has 9 lives.
If I can't keep up with cats for some reason, it'll be
We'll
fine.
hold on.
That's like 9 fever generations, right?
Yeah.
We'll keep holding on to your familiar and use them to let us know if you get into any trouble. All right?
Will do.
No getting into trouble unless we're always a big group.
No trouble I can't walk away from. Got it.
Close enough.
I feel Wilfred is like, no, okay, let's go, Manny.
Yeah.
You want to go rob a store?
Oh my god. I'm helping you again now. What store do you want to rob?
No, I just had to say something super chaotic while they walked away.
All right, would you like to take a short break here since we are about halfway?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can take
Sure.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes is good. All right, we'll be back in 10, and we will go back to Kaz and Ray as Manny and Wilfred go looking for the way down into the catacombs.
In the break, Ray, think of what you want to rob.
Okay. Shit.
Oh,
I didn't think of
guy.
following through on it.
She will.
Oh, I
Castle!
absolutely.
You've given Kaz the option. So, yeah, you're now agreed to theft.
All right, cool. Good deal.
Have any ideas of what to steal yet, Ray?
I'm thinking Ray probably saw a shiny bauble in a store window or something.
Easy street. I also think it might be cool if we like found like a magic pet shop and found like a tiny animal that could talk.
That would be great. Except then what if it talks and says that we stole it?
We find one that like has a chaotic streak to them and wants adventure and like because there's always at least one animal that's like been stuck in a pet shop for like a gazillion years because it keeps on getting overlooked for whatever reason. That's the animal we take because they'll like want to help us if anything.
Because that's what this group needs, is more chaotic people.
And
You
more
did it.
animals? Like, we have what, 2 snakes, 2 horses?
Yeah, so if you got like a tortoise that could talk or something. A tortoise that wanted to see
God,
the world.
tortoise.
Or like a
It's just
bird.
slow moving. It can't be too bad, right?
Yeah. it just kind of sits on one of the horses' heads and just kind of sasses them as they go along.
Be okay with that.
All right. So, have you decided on something you're going to steal?
Either a fancy bauble that caught Ray's eye, or potentially a talking tortoise if there's a pet shop nearby.
Talking tortoise probably is a better idea. Ray is a cat. She will lose interest in it after she steals the shiny bauble.
But a talking tortoise is for life.
But the talking tortoise is for life.
Okay. So, first you're going to have to find a pet store. We're going to see how many hours that takes you.
Oh no!
Investigation?
Oh no!
It takes you 3 hours to successfully find a pet store. Now roll investigation to see if it's a magical pet store that has a talking tortoise.
Depending on how long this takes, Ray may have swiped the shiny bauble on the way. Did I do it right? Why is it not doing it? Right? I click on my character sheet and then investigation.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's giving me a
Yeah.
little loading circle.
Oh, okay. It's rolling it for you.
I saw you roll twice.
Oh, is it just not showing up on my end?
Try,
You might
try
have to
reloading.
reload your page.
Okay.
But you roll a 19.
Sweet.
You do successfully find a pet store with a talking tortoise. This is a sketchy pet store. It's in the
No.
basement of a more reputable building, and down there it is dimly lit, and nothing is well taken care of. Many of the animals appear sickly, and the store itself smells quite bad.
We're gonna
I
have to
cast
steal the whole
message to Ray.
store.
I cast message to Ray and say, hey, I think I've thought up like the perfect distraction. We set all these animals free, and then just in the chaos we just take the tortoise with us and just make sure as many animals as possible can get away from this place.
I think I messaged back. I'm like, I was gonna propose that we just steal all the animals, but they probably can't all come with us.
As you look at the shop, Ferdinand's Fantastic Familiars, you get the distinct air that many of these animals are brought in for people who don't care what kind of animal they're buying.
How do the animals look? Do they look like underfed and neglected and shit?
Yes, they do.
Can I I'm gonna like whisper under my breath and then can I say, hey, either Rosethorn or Darrow, whichever one is listening in at the moment. I'm about to do something stupid, as usual. Can you make sure any animals that escapes get somewhere that's good for them, please? Maybe? I mean, you guys are chaotic and good. Yeah, cool. I'm doing it anyway. And then is there a way I can like try and release? Oh, so
What's
if they're
this?
familiars, are they smart, right? Can we like talk to all the animals to try and get them to like understand the plan and work together as we so we can like open all the cages at once and they've all kind of cause mayhem at once.
Not all of them are intelligent, but a few of them are.
Is the shop owner here?
You see the shop owner sitting in one corner smoking cigarettes, reading a paper and not paying attention to you.
What's the vibe?
The vibe is this
Like,
man
I
doesn't
think
really care about what is happening and doesn't care about the animals. This is just another business to him. And these are just inventory. He's not paying much attention at all, and you can tell that he doesn't give much care to these animals, just enough to keep them alive.
I messaged Kaz and I'm like, we have to deal with this dude. Because otherwise he's just gonna bring more animals in.
True, but it has to be quiet and done in a way that like
And
can't be
kill
traced back.
him necessarily. But
Is there a way I can burn his body beyond recognition when we kill him?
I was thinking maybe just scare him straight somehow.
Oh, right. Murder isn't
You
always an
could
option.
burn his body beyond recognition if you choose to.
Yeah, see? Easy.
I mean, I was gonna progress up to it personally, but
But he's clearly a sociopath if he doesn't care about animals.
yeah, can't let him live normally again.
Kaz, the method of burning the man I would recommend would be dragon's breath.
Gotcha.
I'm really only good at punching things.
Well, if we both attack him like simultaneously and take him by surprise, I can do a magic missile. You can punch him however many times you can in say 6 seconds, and then like see what that does.
Did we? You said it was in the basement of another business. Did we have to go through that business to get here, or does it have its like own outside door?
It has its own outside door, a little stairwell leading down to the basement.
Okay. I'm just thinking maybe we release the animals first.
Ooh, how about we release the animals, and then when we kill him, we do the kind of damage to him that makes it look as if the animals kind of trampled him on their way out. Then it's like, oh, this guy was clearly killed by the animals he was mistreating, not by humanoids.
Do they enact justice for familiars if it's like a thinking creature or intelligent, you know?
I mean, if the animals escape, then what's the worry? And
Just
we're
like
aiming
they're
to
gonna
make sure
hunt
they
the
escape.
animals down.
What kind of animals are here so we know what kind of damage to do?
Mostly cats, bats, owls, snakes, toads, frogs, lizards, and turtles.
Well, I can
Okay.
scratch him to shit.
Yeah, so we do a lot of like wait, we both do claw damage.
Hey, we both are animals.
Yeah, we both do damage with the claws. So how about we kill him like enough times and then just like make sure that we scratch up his body enough while we kill him that like it's more conceivable that he just kind of got trampled by the animals than killed by us.
So I think I want to like look around and try not to grab the guy's attention, but also see if like there's any of the more intelligent animals and if they'd be willing to talk to us
And help us.
and help us and help distract the guy.
As you walk around, you find 3 intelligent animals that can talk in here. A mangy red cat, a dirty blue owl, and a tortoise.
Hopefully the tortoise also wants to come with us.
Which do you approach first?
I think I'd go up to the owl because I think he'd be the most helpful for helping us distract.
Oh, looks you in the eye intelligently, and then turns away without saying anything.
Hello. Well, this doesn't seem like a very nice place to live. Do you like being here?
The owl spreads its wings as far as it can till it touches the sides of the cage then. Does it look like I would like any of this? Would you like any of this? Do you want to be in a cage so far you cannot stretch?
I mean, no, not at all. We were coming here for one thing, but seeing all you guys here, we kind of think maybe we'd like to do a little jailbreak situation. Would you be interested?
I would be interested in anything that gets me out.
Okay.
And making sure you and the others also got out of the city.
I can get anywhere else I need to go, as long as I can get out of this cage. He flaps his wings about frustratedly.
Does it look like the shop owner is paying attention to us at all?
No, but if you're keeping track, he is on his 5th cigarette since he walked in.
Gross. How are these cages locked? Is it like a padlock, or can we just like flip a
Just a
tab
clasp.
and okay. I think I'd like to stealthily try and open the clasp of the owl's cage and be like, "Don't fly away just yet. We want to release everyone at once so that there's chaos and you guys can escape while my friend and I deal with the human."
The owl hoots at you snootily and stays put in the cage.
Okay. I undo the clasp and triple check that the dude's not looking at us.
He is not.
I go on to like give like the torch and the cat the same messages. Are they also on board?
The cat meows at you and turns to you. It doesn't like being here. It says, "Hey, gonna get me out?"
Of course. Don't leave just yet. Wait until all the cages are open, and then you're all going to break out at once.
Cat meows at you sassily. I think I can wait a little while, but don't expect me to stick around.
And then now the tortoise.
You see the tortoise just sitting alone in a glass cage. Up at you. How do you do?
Hey, we're doing a jailbreak if you're interested.
I think that would be fun.
Also, if you wanted to like get on the road and see a lot of places and get into a lot of chaos, you're welcome to tag along with me and my friend over there.
Tag along, you say?
If you want.
I will see once I make it out.
Sweet. I go around and open all the animal cages.
Yeah, I think
The other animals are not as obliging and immediately begin hopping out of the cages.
Yeah, I think
Sorry.
like we both try and walk around really quickly and open them all as fast as we can.
A little bit after the animals begin hopping up, you hear the man. Hey, wait! What are you doing?
Oh, we were just letting them stretch their legs.
Plus, I think your job's finished, mate, and I cast Magic Missile at 2nd level on him.
Oh, okay, that works too.
All right, roll your damage, and you can just roll 4d4 for that.
It's 44 plus 4, right?
Yep. You see him go bowling over his desk as he is struck repeatedly by the magic missiles. And what do you do next?
How messed up does he look?
His clothes are tattered and he is not looking good. Blood is trickling down his head.
I walk up to him, and I think I like, is he prone or is he still upright?
He is prone.
Okay, I put my foot on his chest, and I get real close to his face, and I say, look, we don't appreciate your type of business. I'm sure the animals here don't either, and they're all pretty eager to escape, and you hold the key to the door. So, we could let you live, provided you learn your lesson.
He spits in your face.
All
The
right, I
constables
tried.
will have you strung up. This is a legitimate
will.
business. You can't just attack me.
Just because it's legitimate doesn't mean it's right. And I hit him with an unarmed strike with my claws. I want to fuck him up.
All right, roll the hit. And you have
Mhm.
advantage.
I know how to do this. Attack with advantage. Oh man, what?
That hits.
Okay. It's slashing damage. And I do my second attack. Does that also have advantage?
Yes.
Assume that hits.
Yes, that hits.
Nice.
So I just shred his arms and his face, and I try and make it look like some really pissed off animal got in here.
You hear him howling in pain, and how do you finish him off?
I think about how long that owl must have been sitting in that cage, and I go for his face with my claws, and I just like pluck his eyes out with them.
He struggles for a moment and then slumps in against the desk, having bled out from the attacks.
And I look at Kaz and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure someone heard that. So,
Yep, let's make sure the animals get out the city.
Graham.
I pick up the slower animals to make sure that they, can get further along.
Yeah, I'm grabbing like the slow, not lizards, but tortoises and toads and critters like that.
Or as you make your way up the stairs and out, you see all of the animals going down the street in the same direction. And Kaz, you see a familiar wizard woman standing there with a red cat on her shoulder, looking much less mangy now.
I think I just wave and just don't really say anything.
She waves back, and the rest of the animals that you're holding disappear in a flash. And she is gone. Not the tortoise.
Yay, he decided to stay with us. So, what's your name, little dude?
I've never had a name.
He's a dude kind of character.
What about Sheldon?
Shelly?
Yeah.
Shelford?
It can also be something less derivative if you want.
You guys can decide what he likes.
I feel like he's
I kind of like Shelford.
Yeah. I don't know where that name came from. Shelford?
Yeah.
I feel like we should probably go hide somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Let's go back to
way.
the cart. Manny and Wilfred should probably be back by now, too.
Let's, I think I want to take like a meandering route back just in case somebody saw us emerge.
All right, roll stealth.
Wow.
You're being chased by constables.
Damn it.
Oops.
Okay.
What do you do to get away?
How
I mean,
how
I can person.
What?
I can charm person.
I'm thinking we like jump over a high wall or something to try and slow them down.
With your tortoise?
Ooh. How about quickly turn down an alley, and while they've lost sight of us, we climb up to the building because no one ever looks up. So we then escape on the roofs.
Roofs? Yeah, I'm done with the roofs.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
To run into the alley, roll acrobatics to climb, or athletics, your choice.
I'll do acrobatics. I've got +7, provided I roll well.
Falling like trash. Got a +6.
You both make it up to the roof. As you are up there, the constables are still searching below.
Slowly move back to the cart and try not to make any noise that will make them look up.
As you make your way back to the cart, roll acrobatics to navigate the roofs successfully.
Better.
As you navigate across the roofs, you make your way back to your cart, sneaking
Keeping
down
a
inside.
solid ear out for the sound of anyone trying to follow us.
I think we just kind of go into the little hidey hole, like little alcove of the cart. If Manny and Wilfred are already back, cut to their scene, then we can just explain, hey, we're just gonna hide in here while we leave. If not, I'll just like put a note on the horses being like, we're in the cart, just go.
Manny and Wilfred are back as you do this.
Go,
And now
go,
we're going to go
go!
to Manny and Wilfred as they make their way to one of the buildings to get down into the catacombs. You stand outside of a stone building carved with bookshelves and stone books decorating it. It has a solid wooden door with brass fittings and a sign on the outside that says Department of Record Management.
Seems like someone here should be able to get us to the correct catacomb. Do we enter? Do we knock?
I'll try knocking. I knock on the door.
You knock on the door and you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Well, let's head in.
Let's go in.
Find someone
Yeah.
inside.
So as you walk through the thick door, you find yourself across the room from a clerk, sitting at a wide desk in front of a spiral staircase.
Hello. We were hoping to get some help finding the history of Falkirk section.
You are met by a cheerful, owlish woman with very large glasses and a round face. Says, "Oh, you're looking for Falkirk? Yes, I can give you some directions, or I can get you a guide if you're willing to spare a little coin.
How much would that coin be?
To get to Falkirk, that would be 5 gold."
Yeah. Okay. Let's get the guide, please.
Now, as you talk with the woman, she pulls out a small notebook, writes down in it, pulls out a paper which you then see burn away, and beside her, a small golem appears in a shimmer of light. It glows with a dim blue light, and the woman turns to you. "This will be your guide. He will lead you down.
Okay. Thank you.
Do be careful down there. No open flames."
I wasn't sure if you're saying we should be careful of a danger or just be careful not to destroy anything.
Careful not to destroy anything. It's safe down there, but you will be held liable for any damages that you cause. And many of these records are quite valuable.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will not do
We
any
will
damage.
we will be very careful.
When you are finished with your business, do you wish to exit at this one or the nearest exit?
Near?
Yeah.
All right. You see her giving some magical instructions to the golem, who then gives her a swift salute and begins walking down the stairs.
Yeah. We follow.
Follow.
As you walk down the stairs, the light from the golem glows brighter, illuminating the area. Step by step, it circles downward, and the air grows cold and musty, but not damp. In fact, it is very dry. The air seems to dry you out almost, as your throat feels a little scrapey and your breaths seem to drag.
Hopefully we don't have to spend too long down here.
As you step down into the dry repository of knowledge, you can see where the shelves extend 20 feet up, and the shelves are carved out of the stone itself. The shelving storing books, but also serving as the supports for the structure. Where you are now, you are in the records of the city of Drowning Wallace, one of the only cities that has a library to compare to Dornick's. It is here you begin making your way towards the records of Falkirk. Golem guides you well, leading you along the shortest path, and it takes you about 2 hours of winding your way through the catacombs to get to the section for Falkirk. And as you are going through there, you find yourself with someone staring you down. This gnome woman looks at you, her nose pointed upward, and her eyes deep set and sunken. Hello.
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 How are you doing today? Are you also researching Falkirk?
Yes, we are.
Most, most good.
We all walk in freedom's name, don't we?
She blinks at you unrecognizingly. Well, I suppose we all are free here. You know what's very interesting about Falkirk? It is one of
What?
the few cities where that is made with arboreal live construction. That means that the trees that they build the buildings out of are alive as they do it. It is a magnificent form of construction, and I have just been fascinated reading about it.
Oh,
That is quite interesting.
Yes, yes. Now, they have a preference for deciduous trees, and the type of building that they do is very sturdy. And they've learned how to cultivate the trees so that it maintains the interior space but continues to grow outward and stronger, allowing them to expand the buildings upward the older the trees get. It is a most wonderful type of construction.
yeah, it really is. I'm
Seems
trying to
like
glance at Manny and think like, is this spruce?
I
I
would
don't-
give a kind of picture this didn't have the phrase and that has this section been busy today? Other folks researching Falkirk.
Oh, yes, there's the most dreariest man I've ever met. He looks like he crawled out of a swamp.
Oh.
And yes, his beard is so unkempt, I think I saw something moving in it. He, but he is here researching about Falkirk and their contract system.
Mm.
oh. Is he close by?
He's about 15 minutes walk down this way,
Now
and she points down one of the paths.
that tree system that does it is it weak to any sort would seem with the magic so integral if someone is it weak to other magical attacks then if could someone dispel the magic and how would they still stay standing or would that cause collapse? It seems like that could be a horrible weak spot.
Well, you see, that is one of the fascinating things about this construction. It is shaped with magic as it grows, but the trees themselves are mundane. So the buildings
Mm.
themselves don't contain any magic at all. They're just trees, but they are shaped as they grow.
Are they still then though if it's the entire city, these magical living trees.
Oh, about the whole city is, yes.
Gosh, how do
You know
they
something interesting
stop
about these trees?
fires?
Yeah.
Well, the trees themselves are cultivated to have very rich sap reserves within them, so they don't burn easy, and they are very dense wood. Um, so what will happen normally if there's a fire, I was just reading about this, is it will burn a building out from the inside, and then the tree around it won't die, and it will continue growing. So they just need to clean out the inside of the building. The building will remain just fine, and it will regrow and heal.
Quite
What?
wondrous.
Yeah. What about the tax on the soil?
Oh, they spend a great deal on fertilizer.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They they import the most of it from over in Abhain. Now, did you know that was actually one of the driving reasons of their recent conflict is fertilizer?
I wasn't aware.
Oh yes, Abhain produces the best and most plentiful fertilizer around, but Mara has grown discontent with that and wished to seize its reserves. However, it has backfired horribly.
With the war, are they able to keep get between the two? Are they able to keep getting that fertilizer, or has trade stopped now that there is the battles going on between the two kingdoms?
Trade has come to almost a standstill between the two kingdoms. But Droidic has been providing more fertilizer in the meantime, but they charge so much.
Oh,
But
interesting.
it has been quite a good opportunity for the merchants in Dornick who are profiting very well off of this situation.
I can imagine.
And let me tell you, down in Fide, they are quite happy with it. They're the primary producers of the fertilizer. They use a very interesting process. The majority of their fertilizers actually comes from carefully cultivated seaweeds that they grow in narrow beds along the ocean side.
Oh,
Hmm.
They have many cultivated sandbars for that very purpose, and they do a great deal of fertilizer now. Normally this goes off further away, but the demand has been sending it towards Mara.
Yeah. If you have an old city that needs fertilizers.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. It sounds like you're looking for something in particular.
Oh yeah. We'll keep looking. Thank you though.
Yes, thank you for this, for sharing with us the knowledge you found. It is quite interesting.
Yes, it is very interesting. How you have a wonderful day. And she walks a bit off to a stack of books that you see she has been making her way through next to a folding chair.
Give her a small wave and continue down the way towards the van she referenced.
Yeah.
You're walking, continuing with your golem, and it's peaceful going, and then suddenly, in the blink of an eye, there is a tall, looming shadow over you.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, we're just here to learn. For we all walk in freedom's name.
He turns towards you and nods in recognition.
Yes.
He hands you a single tome. Says, "We should not speak of too much here. The halls remember. This is have the information that you need."
Is this somewhere we should meet to talk in this city, or?
If I am correct with what you are going to do, we should meet in Falkirk after the city has fallen.
Did we get something from him, or
The
say
tome?
sorry? A tome. Okay.
So this will get us what we need.
It contains all the information about where their contracts are stored and how to access it.
Okay.
What is the groups in charge of the library going to be upset that we are leaving with this tome?
Oh, this isn't a tome from the library. This is my
Okay.
own writings.
Okay.
Good. I was concerned that we might need to be making a hasty exit. Anything else that you think we should know before we head off?
You are going to be in for a fight to get to those records. They are well guarded, and they will not let you through willingly.
Is everything we need to know in this tome?
Everything about destroying the contracts. It needs to be a magical fire. That is all I can say beyond what's in the tome.
I do have access to fire spells. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Are we able to bring outside help if they do not know the true reason?
It doesn't matter the reason. They guard these contracts heavily.
So it's okay if we bring help?
Yes, we have some associates who have not taken the oath, but they are trustworthy in battle. If we do not tell them of the mission, or the reasons for the mission, could we bring them along to help us? You say we have quite the fight in store for us, and I fear if it's just two of us, we may fail.
Yes, you can bring companions.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Yeah, and we will be on our way then, I guess.
Yes. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
information.
Yeah.
Do be careful. And I look forward to seeing you in Falkirk.
Yes, and as you, stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
And in a blink, the man is gone.
We should make our way back. Make sure the others haven't gotten into trouble. I'm sure they're fine. After all, we told them not to get into too much trouble when it's just the two of them. They've obviously listened to advice and requests, right?
Yeah. I think they're calmly waiting for us at the wagon.
I'm sure, yes. They probably just went, got some more pastries, or they were dancing in the street when we left them. Just having a fun, completely legal, no criminal activity time, just as we know Kaz to do.
Yeah.
We should probably walk faster.
I think we're all like, when we talk about it, we like trying to tell ourselves that they're up to good things, but we know deep down, like the more the time that goes by, the more trouble they're probably gonna get themselves into.
Yeah, so we just kind of like we just start speed walking down.
Yeah, exactly. We're rushing
You
things.
did do a good thing.
Yes, you did do a good thing, but you did
We're also
also
running
get
from the cops.
into trouble. We asked you to not get into too much trouble when it's just the two of you.
Okay, if you haven't run from cops at least once in your life, are you even doing good?
Are you even living?
But you should be doing good and getting into trouble when we're all together, so we can fill in for each other's weaknesses.
You're only in trouble if you get caught, and we didn't get caught, technically.
Well, we haven't yet, as long as you guys would get to the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to the cart when you're waiting there for us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just jump into the little hidey hole underneath the cart and then just say, hey, let's go now.
We just see you jump in holding a torch.
Hey guys, meet Shelford.
Dive under a bunch of blankets, too.
Who was it?
need to
You
grab-
say?
Shelford.
Shelford. Okay. Nice to meet you, Shelford.
Hello.
Do we need to grab supplies for Shelford? We got horse-based foods, but I don't know if we have tortoise-based foods.
Hey Shelford, what's your favourite food?
I eat meats, fish,
Oh.
and I also like vegetables.
And something new every day.
Should we?
These
We
tortoises
have
ate meat.
about a week's travel. We should probably pick them up before leaving for Falkirk.
Are
Yeah.
you guys in a hurry to leave?
Yes.
We'll stay here while you get your supplies.
Yes.
Until you
Stay in the smuggler's hold. We'll pick up some fish and veggies.
And some more pastries?
Yeah, we can get some.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get you some pastries, Cass.
Yay, thank you.
So yeah, I guess we'll go pick up some food for the tortoise, some pastries, just make sure we're stocked up on rations for us, and now a menagerie of critters.
How much for everything? I guess we walk shop to shop, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the two snakes are technically summoned familiars, not tamed and trained familiars. So, like, they don't technically need to eat.
We still have a tortoise and two horses.
Yes, the tortoise and the horses do need to eat because they are actual animals.
Yes, so it's still close to a menagerie. I don't know how many different species you need for a menagerie.
Actually, Kaz and Ray also count towards the menagerie.
I was about to say, I think just like 2 or 3, and we've definitely got that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to be clear on something. Most tortoises are herbivores. However,
I
the tortoise
know.
you have is a red-footed tortoise who is an omnivore.
Okay, that's
Oh, it's so cute. What would have been funnier is if we'd grabbed a snapping turtle.
oh god.
Oh my gosh.
But like that would have
We
been much harder to like carry out of there, considering how big they get.
It would also have been harder to keep, seeing as it needs water. We would have had to fill the smuggler's hold all with water, and we just make our own aquarium.
Oh my god, can we do that?
We can we'll slowly work on turning our smuggler's hold into an animal oasis, but we'll need to like add sun lamps and stuff to it. I'm sure there's things enchanted with the daylight spell.
Yeah, we could also like get more enchantments on it. So like half the hold is like a bedding area for us, and then half the hold is like we can have like some water in, like a kind of pond in there, like some like plant life, like maybe some mushrooms in there. So it's kind of like a deep twilight pond. That would be cool.
How big is this?
We give up a
cart?
quest to create a zoo. It's a very we have an enchanted smuggler's hold essentially.
Oh heck yeah. Okay.
We've been
And
building building
Yeah.
out this cart. First one
Mhm.
enchantment, and the next city, and another enchantment. I think we
Yeah,
have like
'cause
3 or
it's
4,
enchanted
right?
to be warm, I think. It's enchanted to be harder to see. Did we has the enchanted
the wheels are enchanted to like move easily, so like
yeah,
different
move
things
through
really
difficult terrain. We've given it all-wheel drive essentially.
And 2 horses.
Four-wheel
We've
drive.
essentially got a 4-wheel SUV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Driven by Starlight and Fast Rider. No, Force Rider.
So how much does it cost for us to top up us and our critters on rations?
Let's find out.
That's a high number.
15 gold.
Yeah,
Do we?
I pay
Yeah, I can-
15 gold.
Okay, I was gonna say I got some gold I can help cover.
No, but like I got a tremendous amount of gold from
Yeah.
mining casts.
Okay. So yeah, I'll let you cover it. Then I'll just help us carry it back then, because I seem as quite the armful at this point.
Yeah, many bags.
Mm-hmm.
But do we do the aquarium kind of stuff like the now?
I
Might
feel
be better to do that in Falkirk because
we should wait until we have. Yeah, seeing as we have 2 people stowed away in there, we should probably wait until it can be enchanted without having folks stowed away secretly in there. Falkirk,
Yeah.
we can see if we can find someone. For now, just the supplies they need to get us there.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah, we'll then make our way back and start traveling to Falkirk. This time I think we have accomplished all we need to in this city.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll leave off for today as you are making your way out of the city. Mischief makers in tow.
In hiding.
Mhm.
I have now convinced every single member of the party to help me steal something. I'm so proud of myself and you guys.
I think I helped you steal something within like the first 10 minutes of last session.
Did we steal something last session?
Yeah, we were stealing something from
I-
the shop.
Oh yeah, so we did. Sometimes even I forget how chaotic I am.
So we've all helped you steal 2 things then now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I helped
Agreed.
you steal things.
Lawful, you are definitely not. Good is up for debate.
Okay, some people are better off after we leave. Like those animals are definitely are definitely better off.
Definitely, yeah. Assuming
At
that
worst, like we're like kind of teetering between the edge of chaotic neutral and chaotic good, but like the good is there.
Mhm.
Some of it.
But Ray, Cass, would you be willing to help us destroy some documents in Falkirk?
Yeah, what are we
We might have
destroying?
to fight. Yeah, we got this mission. I can't really talk about it too much, but we might get ourselves into trouble, and we would really need your help.
Okay.
Where in Falkirk?
A records area where they, you know how Mara operates with their paperwork. We're destroying some of that evil paperwork.
Can we drop by somewhere before we go straight to the city, though, please?
Sure. I do also have I have other business I do need to tend to in Falkirk, unrelated. There's a wizard I need to find there.
Oh, same actually.
All right. So, looking at next session, what would you guys like to happen in next session?
I mean, I'd like to drop by the orphanage before we go to like the main city first.
Yeah, we can definitely go to the orphanage.
Woo.
Yeah, I have that wizard I have to track down, and I should do that, I assume, before we burn all the magical contracts. I assume we're going to be making a very hasty exit. I don't know. I don't know if I have the name for the wizard. All I have is from a very back from session 0 or whatever. My notes about wizard in Falkirk who works for someone in Gordonsfall, who I also need to find. I can finally make progress on the whole reason I'm out adventuring.
Right. Well, we will get to those next time. We're going to wrap up here. Is there anything you guys would like to go over before we go?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good.
All right. Then I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a good week. I look forward to playing again with you. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elias.
Thanks, Elias.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.